Pressure bursts pipes, and the Russia-Ukraine war is causing a massive spike in global oil and fuel prices that is impacting the cost of operations of local omnibus operators. The bus drivers now want an increase in public transportation fees and are no longer interested in concessions or exemptions to offset the price of fuel at the pumps. President of the NCOPT, Godfrey Ferdinand, says it should not have gotten to this stage.
They had the forecast already to know that fuel would have gone up, and the better thing would have for them to engage us before these things. They have all the technocrats inside that know everything. They even know what you should buy and what you shouldn't buy. So they should have at least advised them that, okay, this fuel thing is going to become an issue. Let's deal with the impact of it on the public transport sector as well as the taxi sector. We should not be reacting, and that's what have happened to us now. We are reacting to it. The sector is reacting, the government is reacting, and I think we should have been more proactive.
The authorities are still deciding whether a bus fare hike is feasible given the current economic challenges. Transport Minister Stephenson King says a committee will be formed to revise the NCOPT's previous request for a change in fees.
Since then, the General Council, I believe, has met and took a decision that at this stage all they're interested is an increase in bus fare. So for the meeting this week, the only item on the table is really consideration of an increase in bus fare. Cabinet has since reviewed the previous proposal, which included everything as discussed at the last meeting. And Cabinet has more or less taken into consideration their request for an increase in bus fare and has asked that a committee be set up to look at the last recommendation which was made for a review in bus fares and the recommendation which came out of that committee, which was in 2015. So basically, we are looking at, during our meeting this week, to look at the establishment of the committee.
So, is a bus fare hike inevitable? King believes it is, but as to how much is the next issue.
From 2013, 2015, recommendations were made. But the government of the day then took the decision to rather provide a sort of subsidy to offset any shortfall with the income of operators. However, since then, we've had some challenges. Every government, every year, seemed to make that sort of subvention to them, but there always seem to be some concerns. In the last payment that was made through the Department of Equity, and it was made as income support rather than a sort of subvention allocation. So it seemed like on the horizon that it is inevitable that there will be an increase. As what the magnitude of the increase shall be, I cannot determine at this time.
The NCOPT and the Transport Minister will meet on Tuesday to discuss the possibility of a hike in bus fees. Ferdinand says the plan is to review how to expedite the increase in fees.
We've always been a organization that wants to negotiate peacefully. We want to take into consideration our customers. So tomorrow's meeting will be an issue where we will outline to the government how quick we think that this bus fare can be implemented. We know that obviously they might use delay tactics. We are aware of all the delay tactics, and we will also make suggestions to how it can and should be implemented, if it will be implemented.
King explains that the science will determine the formula for any possible revision. He stated that authorities will take the impact on the population into account before any planned adjustments to the fees are made. Joachim Du Plessis, HTS News Force.